I mean, I'm vibing to that intro. What is going on, Cigar Club family? Welcome to the inaugural Box Drop Live. If you don't know, I'm Pew. The man to my side is Griff Howie, and we're here to just have a good time smoking something from the boxes this January or from January. We're talking about cigars. This episode particularly, we're going to be talking about our top budget bourbon and top budget cigars while we just kick it back and talk to everyone, some faces and names that we haven't seen here in a minute. Griff, how are you doing, buddy? What do you got in your hand there? You look like you're having a moment. He's having a moment, everyone.
Top of the afternoon to you, Pew. Top of the afternoon to you all. Who's in here? Sandy's been waiting for 2 weeks at this point.
I got a comment. There's a name I haven't seen in quite a long time, and it's on screen. Joey.
I thought Joey
good
died.
To see you, buddy.
That's great.
I was getting nervous.
That's great to see your name, Joey. William Sandy's been waiting for a couple weeks. We've had to move this thing like 5 times. Logan's hyped. Cigar Club is here. Good to see.
Bob
Dr. Alex is here.
Bam.
David Pugh's here.
I'm here. Welcome. Melinda, good to see you.
Melinda, good God, it's been a freaking minute. With you too, Sam Hopkins, Gunnar Kelly. Wow, major deja vu, folks. Major deja vu.
Take you back, doesn't it?
I was gonna smoke the Villiger de Nicaragua that Sam was smoking yesterday. He loved it. Bad construction, so I'm sorry to hear that. But in my January box, I got a Jericho Hill OBS. So it's a cigar I haven't had in probably over a year.
Timeout.
No, I'm talking. That Joey's comment can wait.
No.
I'm more important here. No, Joey, congratulations.
Joey, congratulations to both you and Alicia. That's amazing to hear.
Great job on planting the seed, brother.
Thomas Dupree, good to see you. Everyone's day hopefully going well. I know ours is. Griff, you got OBS. Sorry, go back to it. Joey's comment was a little.
No, Joey interrupted with his little announcements. So, I'm all thrown off now. No, I'm smoking OBS, or I'm going to smoke. I was distracted. A cigar that I really love and have not had in over a year.
I grabbed Ocean Breeze by Lampert. Really, really excited to smoke this cigar. One that's been on my radar for a while. I hadn't had a chance to smoke it yet. So, hey, what a better chance than the first Box Drop Live? Are you drinking? I see a little bottle in frame there. Is that a? While you light up, I'll tell you what I'm drinking.
Yeah, actually, didn't even know I had this. It was in the back of my collection, a little Midwinter's Night Drams. So,
just happened to forget it.
I got to open it, and yeah,
you've never actually had that before, have you?
No, I have. Thanks to Mr. Hendo himself, sent some samples.
Oh, there you go.
And it's unopened, so I'm going to open it.
Well, perfect time. I grabbed.
I want to drink it.
Little Old Elk Weeder. This is just their straight wheat whiskey coming in at 100 proof. I wanted something a little. I haven't eaten today, so I didn't want to get a little too yucky with anything over 100 proof.
Oh, this cigar.
Mm-hmm.
I also have to open up my garage door because it's about to get smoky as hell in here.
Chief it up. I got rain outside.
Holy
let's see here. I saw a comment. Was it Bob? Yeah, Bob, we just missed the old format. It was a little bit easier to kind of chat with everyone in this format on YouTube as opposed to the Discord lounge. Tends to be a little chaotic. Obviously, downside is we can't see everyone's beautiful faces, but I think it works a little bit better here in this format. Sandy's smoking the Bocock Brothers Habano and some typewriter rye. Love to see it. I'll wait for Griff to come back. It is a bit lighter. Griff is no slouch when it comes to his lighters. He'll pick whatever he has. Griff, hurry up. I'm getting itchy. I need a drink. It's 3 o'clock here.
Sorry, I was getting secondhand smoke myself. Thomas, it's a big lighter. You better believe it.
Well, everyone...
Although it's running out of juice. So,
while Griff gets his drink poured so I can cheers him, I want to know what everyone is smoking. I know Sandy's got the Bocock Brothers Habano. Ramsey, tag him and throw him up there. I want to see what everyone else is smoking.
Cheers. Midwinter's Act 10, Scene 5.
Ooh. Good pop.
Great pop. Also, I just love this bottle.
What's up, Dustin? Yeah, it's a gorgeous bottle.
Bob Moore, you suck.
All right, well, cheers to everyone. I'm really excited. Have you had the
crapola? This smells good. Woo! EP Creo Inch. Melinda, it's great to see your name. I hope you're doing well.
I know. God, it feels good to see everyone's name.
I know. It is, if you remember at CigarClub Black, we did our first
test run almost
the other day. That was major deja vu vibes, but
yeah,
this is as well. Endo, no, I haven't. I was literally going to drink it today, but I'm like, I don't know why. Midwinters was on my mind. So,
what bottle?
But I am. But I'm also very nervous about that one because I kind of feel like I'm going to love it. And if that's the case, it's not good.
I didn't know you got. Is it a bottle of Russell Reserve 13 or is it a?
No, just a sample.
Oh, I was like, God, dang, son.
But I'm scared because I'm probably going to like it and I'm going to probably pay over secondary for it.
Yeah, but you have to let me know when you drink that. Ooh, the La Rosa 520, one of my favorite cigars. Undercrown Maduro.
Smoke output on this beast is unreal.
Have you had Jericho Hill with red wine? I know you're a big cab guy.
No, I don't drink a whole lot of wine with cigars.
Ooh, you're missing out.
No, I have for sure, and it's amazing. I just don't.
Not your go-to. Yeah, because you got to open a whole bottle. Like I normally,
well,
if I have a bottle open, maybe, but then I'm like, I don't really.
It's not a huge problem in this household downing a bottle, but at that time I'm like already showered. I'm inside for the day. I'm not going to drink, a bottle of wine in my garage. Nothing.
Bob Moore brings up a good point. Did you lose the lighter that we got at PCA yet?
No, I have it in my drawer. It just doesn't work. Well, it needs butane, and I haven't filled it up. But that's the thing with these Bic lighters. You don't have to fill them up.
It's true. You are sleeping, though, in Sandy. Yes. Summer is usually when I have wine and cigars because I'm usually outside having like dinner or something like that. A bottle of wine's open. But it's usually, I don't really drink wine with a cigar outside of the summer or the spring. But some of my favorite pairings have been with wine.
I don't know. Last summer, obviously, was the summer tequila. But we tend to still drink a fair amount during the summer. Bourbon, I don't drink a whole lot in the summer. But wine, I don't know. You're already inside. We keep our house in the summertime as a freaking Antarctica, so might as well be winter inside. And so we can crush some wine in the summertime, but in the wintertime, it's the best. It's the absolute best.
I don't know.
Alex, you got to let us know how the 520 is. I've not smoked this year's.
The rare of rare?
Sam bought a box or a 5-pack, I think.
I think I have one. The 520 Maduro from 2021.
Oh,
God bless.
Blueberries.
That cigar was incredible. I think that made my top. I think that was my top 3 of 2021.
Yeah, I love everything about that cigar.
Uh-oh. I got a runner.
So you're smoking Ocean Breeze. I'm smoking a Jericho Hill. I can't remember last Jericho. I can't remember what they call it. It was like their Toro.
I can find it for you. I wish, and maybe it's something we can convince John to bring back, is the Lancero. That's just one of my favorite actual cigars in its entirety is the 12 Honest Men Lancero.
Dupree, that's not weird at all. We've done it. And
Yes.
root beer and Diet Coke, it's killer.
Root beer is...
What was the
I've
one
got
you
a
didn't like?
Coke Zero?
I don't remember.
That
There was one
good.
that I didn't love, but
I mean, I'll give it to you. The Diet Coke was much better than Coke Zero. But I've got a local distillery that makes their own root beer, and it's incredible with a cigar.
yeah, that Midwinter's, that'll work for me. That will work for me. Oh, exciting update.
Ooh.
I've got a bottle of Old Forester King Ranch en route to the Howie residence, which I'm really pumped about.
I'm going to be honest with you, brother. The hell is King Ranch?
Oh, Jesus. Seriously?
Yeah. I mean, I'm about to Google it and find out.
So it's their release for Texas only. King Ranch, Ford King Ranch. It's an edition of a Ford truck. Cowboy leather, Yellowstone vibes.
Why the hell would I know this? Nope, never seen that in my life.
It's kind of common knowledge. Anyway, Old Forester, it's 105 proof. It's a yearly release. Super hard to find. But anyway, I got one and it's coming, and I'm really excited to try it.
Congratulations.
It's like a mixture
Bob?
of 1910 and 1920. So,
fair enough. Bob, we're not going to TPE this year, but we are planning on attending PCA. I think PCA just ends up being a better venue for us and kind of what we do. TPE tends to be just a lot of extra noise. So won't be at TPE, but certainly will be at PCA.
yeah, if you like cannabis gummies and stuff, TP is for you. But which there's nothing wrong with cannabis gummies, but TP is just so. Honestly, I thought it was less than 50% cigars. I mean, it was like 30% cigars.
Yeah, that's what you were saying.
70%,
It's a lot of
other stuff.
I feel like it's and they're certainly doing a great job of catering towards the premium cigars, but I think it's a lot of, I don't want to say gas station, but it's a lot of like vape and smoke accessories. It's more of a smoke shop show than it is a cigar show, in my opinion. So I think PCA tends to be especially where a lot of the newer releases come from. PCA is what ICPCR used to be. It's the Premium Cigar Association now. And that's
where?
Oh, where is it? Thank you, Griff.
Yeah.
It is in Vegas again.
Awkward.
Yeah, that is awkward. Joey, great question. When the Eagles do hopefully win, I won't jinx it, but I'm feeling comfortable, happy that we're playing the Chiefs. I will be probably not smoking because I'll be inside, drinking probably tequila. I think I'll probably crack open some tequila and have a good night.
You've been hoarding, not hoarding, but purchasing a good bit of tequila lately.
Yeah, thanks to you. It's just been so much easier to find tequilas that I want to, I don't want to say influencers, but people on social media or forums that talk about really good tequilas. With bourbon, it was hard to find those. Tequilas, for the most part, I've been able to find them. So I've been just gobbling them up, and a bottle of tequila goes down much faster than a bottle of bourbon.
There's nothing like a tequila buzz and no hangover. Next morning, it's like, holy shit, that was the best buzz ever.
Last weekend, I will admit, we went out Friday with some friends. There were 6 of us. We put away 4 margarita towers. Went over to John Emerald, did a couple shots.
Tequila, though.
Oh, no, for sure. But I'm getting to that. And then afterwards, we came back and I put away my fair share of ranch waters. I won't say how much, but I woke up the next morning a little hungover. But like, if that was bourbon, I'd have been done.
Oh,
done.
Yeah. I take that back. We've been doing a bourbon night Thursdays. I had a buddy's, and last Friday was not pleasant. But Waffle House for the win. That always cures.
I was a few weeks ago. I was past the point I had like a Taco Bell order lined up, and I was like, I'm too drunk to eat. So that's how you know when the ranch waters hit a little too hard.
Yeah.
Will's been on a San Andreas wrapper kick since he's had the Juarez. What other cigars do we recommend with a San Andreas wrapper? I'm going to actually have to look that up because I have one in mind, but I can't recall what I'm actually thinking of. That is the HVC Selection number 1. That is a wonderful Mexican San Andreas wrapper.
What is the difference? Question for Joshua Clark. What the hell's going on? Yeah, Josh, I found this in the back of my collection. I didn't even know I had it. I know the difference. I know the difference between acts. Acts correlates to years. What's the difference between scenes? Because I also have an Act 10 Scene 4. That's at my brother's.
Barreling,
Scene
maybe?
5, or it's Scene 6. Anyway, I've got Scene 5 here, and it's one of the others. What's the difference between scene?
Immediately top of my head without actually knowing. I'm thinking maybe if they had like a batch almost. So like if they did a run for 1,000 cases or 1,000 bottles, and then they ran out of that juice, and then they went for a batch 2, which was now Scene 4 or Scene 2 or something like that.
Ew.
Maybe.
Or are you guessing, or is that actually?
No, that's a complete guess, but it sounds 100% correct.
Yeah, I meant to look that up the other day, but I forgot. But
a Margarita Tower is, you know what? I've got a photo. So it's just a large tower of tequila. Here's a
bottling
photo.
run. Scenes or barrel days, I believe.
I think it's like 64 ounces of margarita.
Holy shit, RJ, that's impressive. The only time I've ever been arrested was after a night of tequila.
It'll happen. I
Tequila,
have yet to have that on my
terrifies
record.
People. Like
it does.
At the bourbon night, I'm like, all right, well, we've got like 19 different blinds planned. Last week was a Four Roses barrel strength blind, which I think is why I got pretty dirty.
I saw all those bottles.
Yeah. And the night before, we had like Old Fitz, we had Old Kirk, we had, it was like,
living his best life.
Yeah, someone has to. Anyway, but I'm like, all right, once it starts getting warmer, I was like, we'll start transitioning from bourbon night into tequila night. He's like, oh, dude, I get silly. I'm like, no. Like, this isn't like slamming Jose Cuervo. This is
exactly
how we're drinking bourbon, very high quality. I'm like, it's a phenomenal buzz.
It honestly is, and I mean, because I used to be the same way. I was like, oh god, tequila, but I was drinking Jose, and just a more affordable tequila than some of these. I think additive free makes a huge difference too. I think that really cuts out some of those wicked hangovers.
Ooh, Matthew, what bar? Sky Bar? Probably.
Yeah, was it? It's got to be Sky.
It's got to be.
There's no other way. It's not Sky Bar.
P went to Auburn. My wife went to Auburn. I basically went to Auburn. I was there every single weekend. I should have a degree there, but I've got a degree from the prestigious college of the University of South Alabama.
I like to think that there was a time where we won. Y'all were down, and we were probably rolling tumors right next to each other. And
there had to have been.
I mean, there has to be.
Although you're like 15 years older than me, so maybe not.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just came out. But
I mean, I did go to every game when you would have been going there, or when Meg would have been going there. So there's a good chance.
There had to have been.
RJ, good collection of scotch. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of scotch. Alabama, for some reason, does not like bringing in scotch. So the only time I pick up scotch is when I head over to Georgia or out of state.
Sky Bar.
Was it?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to pop up. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, there it is. Still kicking, too. I think every other bar I don't know last time you went downtown Auburn, Griff, but I think every other bar but Sky has been torn down.
Really? It's been since forever.
Downtown looks so different these days. It's weird. Buddy of mine throws his 4-year Willet Rye. I'm already excited. And then you bring it down with in the freezer. I mean, I feel like I would just shake it. I don't know. I wouldn't trust putting a whole bottle in there because if I don't like it, then I feel weird about pulling it out.
I saw a guy posted in my other bourbon Facebook group. He pulled out like a it was a Bardstown release. I don't know which one. maybe one of the discos, and it was frosted. And needless to say, he got attacked
roasted. Yeah.
via Facebook. But I'm like, I just don't agree with that. I mean, drink it how you want, but I don't agree with it.
Yes. Who am I to judge someone else for enjoying it how they enjoy it? I'll never
It's like
poo-poo on that.
like Fireball, though. Like, okay, acceptable, but a nice
For
bottle
sure.
of bourbon. Again, do what you please, but it hurts me.
Melinda, yeah, certainly been a few nights the tequila has you talking to yourself. Or maybe, someone else in the mirror and they're not actually with you. Master Yip, currently blending my own cigars utilizing San Andreas filler, Dominican Seco Criollo, 98 filler, Cameroon binder with a Nicaraguan Connecticut shade wrapper. That sounds wonderful.
Sounds tasty there, Master Yip.
I don't have the hands to roll a cigar. I think it'd be fun to order tobaccos, and I mean, it is fun to blend your own cigars, but I know I would just butcher the shit out of it when I try to roll it up.
Yeah, this bottle is pretty damn good.
Waiting for
I think I like the label more than anything. Probably November, I'll just put this thing on like my fireplace shelf.
It's literally since I've never found a second bottle, the only time I drink that, and we've talked about this before, is Christmas Eve.
Yeah. Yeah, you're one a year?
Yeah.
Is it literally one pour?
Usually, yeah.
You're getting low though, aren't you?
I've got about a little under half, I think.
Uh-oh.
Now, if I had another bottle, yeah, I would have more. But I mean, it's just
we can always get another bottle.
Okay, I'm not paying over secondary for it. It's not worth it for me.
Well, best of luck for any bourbon going forward.
Now, that's why I'm drinking tequila.
Yeah,
I do think the next venture, once I explore tequila, will be rum. I thought it would be rum, but then you influenced me to go to tequila. And that's been fun. And I think rum will be kind of the next foray for myself.
I mean, nothing wrong with rum. We had some kick-ass rum with Villiger. Granted, it was like 95 years old, but
that was yeah, exactly. It was amazing.
Yeah. Can you save a lot of money hand rolling?
I'm sure you can. Tobacco tends to be, depending on the tobacco that you're getting, certainly affordable. Especially if I don't know how the bulk that you're buying in. I've never looked into it, but if you're good at it, I imagine you could make some pretty good, tasty cigars. Joey, take it easy. I've been following you painting lures, so I'm glad to see you in here. Hopefully see you again for more around, and congratulations to you and Alicia on the incoming child. So I guess we have a topic. I mean, do you have any? I pulled a U.
If you guys are thinking there's like something planned, there's absolutely not. So
Ramsey threw on the old budget bourbon and cigars. I pulled a U. I went in here completely blind, nothing in my head. It feels good, actually. I see why you do it.
RJ, what do you? We all spend way too much. It's just the nature of it. But it's a hobby, and hobbies aren't free. That's how I look at it. What do you smoke? What's like the majority? What are your go-to sticks? And welcome. I don't know if I've seen you in here before, so welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Glad to have you.
What are y'all's go-to coffee cigars? We get asked this a lot. Coffee's such a hard one. Like, there's been several cigars that we've smoked that I could probably pull, like, hints. Ramsey, give me off full screen. There's been like hints of coffee, or I could maybe taste a little bit like espresso, but
see, I interpret this question differently. I interpret this as pairing cigars with coffee, but it could be coffee tasting notes in cigar.
That's an easy one if that's the case. I mean, I would think.
Corto to me is a standout with espresso. To me, Corto and espresso, there's no better pairing for Corto, and there's no better pairing of espresso with a cigar than with Corto. I loved Origin with coffee. Huge fan of really most Connecticut's. If you have a really nice creamy Connecticut, I find that they tend to go really well with coffee. Fratello Oro goes really great with a latte. Sometimes having that a little bit of fat helps balance the cigar and coffee pairing. Master, yeah. If you're just having a good time blending your cigars, that's all that matters. Project 40, another good one.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I honest to God don't think I've ever in cigars in the morning with coffee are I probably prefer over in the evening with bourbon, to be truthful.
I agree.
I don't think I've had a bad pairing with any coffee. I mean, we go through all types of coffees, and it just is like it just works.
I've had a few like really acidic single origin coffees, light roast coffees that just were too acidic to be with a cigar, but it's very rarely that I don't have a cigar that I'm like, oh, I can drink coffee with this. No problem.
Yeah. No, I absolutely love first thing in the morning, spicy Corojo, just straight to the veins.
Full pot of coffee, 8 cups later, you've got this killer buzz going on.
I drank a crap load of coffee this morning.
Mm-hmm. That was me yesterday.
Origin and Magic Toast. Yeah, I got to smoke Magic Toast again. I need to smoke Origin again. There's just so much stuff I need to.
I know. I smoked the Magic Toast chunk yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
A little like 4x60. And that was really good. I didn't pair that with anything. I was already out of coffee for the day. But Magic Toast is such a really good. I don't actually think I've had that with coffee, but I could certainly see. I think that with like a latte or espresso would be killer.
What's a cigar that, I'm just curious of opinions here, that hasn't hit your palate correctly? Like you just don't like it. Won't smoke it again. Won't give it another try. We just talked about this in a podcast.
We did.
If you smoke a cigar, don't like it, would you go back to it? Is it one and done? Thoughts?
I think for us, while we wait for people to come in, I think for both of us, like 4 Kicks tends to be hit or miss.
4 Kicks is mostly miss for me.
Yeah. The 4 Kicks Kappa Especial, the Lancero, I really liked.
Well, caveat.
I did smoke it at Crown Heads HQ, so
right.
there was a little destination to that cigar. But some of the more limited releases of the 4 Kicks I don't like. I like the core 4 Kicks, but some of the other ones tend to be spotty for me.
And
I love seeing everyone Origin and coffee. That's what literally my dad starts his day with, is Origin and coffee in a book.
Oh, that was weak.
That wasn't as good as that first pop.
I can't drink too much today. I vowed to myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got an empty stomach and I got an Aganorsa event to go to tonight, so can't get too yucky. Yeah, Bob, that's how I am. To me, it's try everything twice. There's so many things that could go into if you didn't enjoy a cigar for the first time. It's always worth at least giving it a second shot.
So speaking of Thomas's comment, I meant to text Terrence today. We're going to do a podcast on Aganorsa's bundle.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Basic. I mean, they're banded and everything, but retail on these things are $2 a stick coming from Aganorsa. Yeah. In my head, I'm like, it's got to be good.
It's got to be.
So I think you can order a bundle for $18.
Like, yeah, it's ridiculous how cheap.
25 cigars for $18, and it could be complete garbage. But I'll order a couple bundles and we'll plow through them and see how.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun. Master Yip, so I think someone the other day asked about tea and coffee, or tea and cigars. I don't ever really drink tea. I'm curious to see, is it, I don't know anything about Scottish black tea, but do you find that tea usually goes well with cigars, or is it maybe only particular types of cigars or tea that pair well? Craig, yeah, I've had that before. First time cigar, love it. I've even gone down the rabbit hole of, I love the cigar so much that I purchased a box. And then I started to smoke through that box, and I was like, either my palate changed or something about it wasn't as good as it was that first one. So I've had a couple boxes where I'm like, I'll just give these out to friends. And
Red Dot's horrible.
Friends and events, where I give out cigars. I haven't smoked the Red Dot, so
I hate Red Dot.
Mm. God, Griff, I think I asked you, but you were pouring. Have you had Old Elk? Do you like Old Elk?
Yeah, I'm not the biggest weeder. I mean,
I
yeah,
thought you were.
no,
No, you like rye spite. You like higher rise.
I'll drink it, but I'm just give me a 120 American whiskey and
Yeah. I remember that Michter's American whiskey that Sam sent us in a blind a while back. That
Yeah.
was a killer
yeah,
American whiskey.
yeah, that was a good. Yeah, that was a good blind. I'm trying to think what I've been
cigar.
drinking a lot of. I tell you, that Old Kirk that I picked up that's in my top 3 bottles for sure.
Yeah.
We also had Old Fitz 9-year.
How was that? I've never had that.
It was super dusty.
Really?
I was not expecting it.
Like funky?
It wasn't. I don't know if I would define it as funky per se, but I was getting, Reserve a 710 vibes. Obviously, not to that extent, but
Sure.
it was just. It just had that funky note.
Yeah. Sam, thanks for joining us. I hope the rest of your workday goes easy. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for all the support as well.
Yeah, I think all Old Kirk is basically Willet. It's a Willet project. They're all the same, 6-year, 120 something proof. Every Old Kirk I see on Unicorn auctions and stuff is the same exact bottle.
I'm looking at, you said it, and I wasn't too sure. And looking at that bottle, I don't recognize that brand at all, actually.
Oh, me either. I was with 6 guys. If I wasn't with them, I would have walked right past it.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. That RJ, thank you again.
Unreal. CRJ. And the guys that I was with, I brought over a couple weeks ago. They're like, "What the hell is this?" I'm like, "Yeah, just try it and shut your mouth. You're going to freak out."
Damn.
And they freaked out. It was the top bottle of the night.
No kidding.
Side by side to that Old Carter Railbird pick that I have, 13-year.
You love that one.
I think Old Kirk beats it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I saw the one that I just looked up was like $400. Is that the normal MSRP, or are they a little bit cheaper than that?
Sorry, MSRP. What did you say?
400.
Yeah, they're going for around 400. I think MSRP is $150. I think.
Okay.
And that's what I paid.
No shit.
You can find them, but they're 300 north. Yeah.
Yeah. I have to keep an eye on for that. I'll be
2
months.
I swear over the past couple of years of just buying bourbon, I'm sure I've passed it in stores, but I would have never known.
I hate doing that to myself.
You see these brands, you don't know where they get their stuff from, but it's it's freaking killer.
Yeah, William, I'm not a huge Jefferson fan. I bought a
Me either.
Jefferson's Bicentennial Alabama store pick a few years ago, and I'm just kind of sitting on it. But I've heard people love the ones where they barrel or age it at sea, but
I've heard nothing but horrible things about that, and I've tried it, and I wanted to yak myself.
Bob, yes, both. I went in 2019. Griff went last year, and I'm actually heading back to the Bourbon Trail to finish it at the end of March. So super excited for that.
God, I will. But if you do look up, what is Old Kirk juice, from what I read on Reddit, so take it for what it's worth. It was it's Willet juice that they were going to do something with, a project with, but they never did. And
interesting,
man, it's the shitty part is we opened it when we were in Kentucky and drank way too much of it.
Yeah,
but I mean, it was obviously. I'm glad we did, but also I'm glad we didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a barrel bourbon pick that I haven't probably had since Pensacola. I don't think I've had any since I've been here, and it's unreal.
Bob, to finish that, bourbon. I love it. And Griff, I know you wouldn't necessarily feel like you need to go back, but my wife and I are going back at the end of March to wrap it up. We're going to be close to finishing the craft bourbon trail as well, and they have a craft food trail as well that we've been working through. So hopefully finish that up soon.
It was definitely cool to go, and everyone should go to just see where all this stuff comes from. But it depends what you do and how you make of it. We did the tours, which is kind of what you do. Otherwise, you're just going to drink stuff that you can buy anywhere. But being in the environment's cool. Seeing the rick houses is cool. If a group of buddies wanted to go, I would probably go again. But I'm not going to go myself.
You're not chomping at the bit.
No.
I've never heard of bearded cigars. I'm taking a look at them right now, and I can't say that I've ever actually seen bearded cigars before. I'll have to take a look and find out a bit more about
I
them.
have either. Can't say I have either.
All right, Griff, give me your top. I have to, before Ramsey loses his shit, give me a budget bourbon, and a budget cigar. And when I say budget, I will say,
yeah. What are we defining?
Under $50 for, well, that's not budget. Under $35 for the bourbon and under $9 for a cigar.
Budget bourbon, midwinter's night trim.
No, close though. maybe a half bottle.
Old Granddad bottled and bond, and Old Granddad 114.
Yeah,
Could be on everyone's shelf. I honestly think it was in my not top 5 rated bottles, but within my top 5 purchases of bottles.
Yeah, I think I knew you were going to say Old Granddad bottled and bond. Hello, Miss Pugh, coming in. Budget cigar for me under $9. Sereno Wayfarer, I think, comes in right around that $9 mark. Trying to think.
Yeah, thanks.
I have
William.
such a
Appreciate
skewed. I have a skewed idea of pricing for cigars these days, which is
Warped Cloud Hopper.
What does that come in at?
$6.30.
Oh yeah, definitely. Then
honestly,
I thought that was a $12 cigar.
No, Corto is I think close to 12. I think, but I mean, a lot of warped stuff at Aganorsa, old stuff, GR88, Corto.
Checking the price of this one,
Cloud Hopper, all that stuff is usually sub $10.
10. Yeah, I was going to say the Esfumado and C major, but that looks to be closer to 11. I thought that was more around 9. That was a phenomenal. That cigar is just crazy good. God,
you can buy a lot of good cigars. Granted, it just depends also where you. I mean, if you're going to brick and mortars,
yeah,
they're going to be probably a couple dollars more than retail. Bob Moore, just hold your horses. Just coming here for the free shit.
You haven't shown any legs, so as soon as you show a knee, though, Steve pops out.
Steve's not even here.
That's what I'm saying. He's waiting for a leg to come up. He knows.
It's tough to be under $10 in brick and mortars.
Yeah,
that's the part that sucks. But there's a shitload of cigars out there that are sub $10 that are phenomenal.
I'm trying to think. Keep filling time here. I'm trying to find one that I'm thinking of, but I can't find it.
It is tough. You kind of have to look. I've been really good at keeping track of what I've been smoking this year. Granted, it'll probably stop.
It starts strong and then.
But I also don't really know the prices of cigars.
And
I mean,
that's
all
well.
HVC is under $10. I think Pan Caliente is like $9. Double broadleaf. Foundation, you're above 10 at that point.
Yep. Exactly. The Alec Bradley Petit Collo Lancero.
You like that one.
Hands down. I love that cigar. I have a box in my humidor.
Supreme Leaf is technically $10.
But that takes the cake for 10 and under then.
Yeah.
Yeah, Craig, a lot of people love Cigar Bid. I was fortunate that I never jumped on that bandwagon because it would have certainly cost me a lot more money than I was probably willing to spend. But I've seen some crazy good Cigar Bid hauls where, really good high-end sticks end up, coming down to $8 a cigar instead of 12 or 13.
I mean, pretty much everything from Villiger under $10.
Le Kareem? Oh, God.
Yep.
Show prep. Blame Ramsey then.
Trying to think. I mean, there's a lot of options out there.
Yeah, I good call on the Villiger. Villiger Le Kareem is such a great, consistent morning cigar with coffee.
All right, you're throwing. Oh, Quayer Cream.
Not Le Kareem. Sorry,
I was thinking. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I think
Villiger Kareem.
Crown Heads. Yeah. Villiger Cream is like $4,
And
and it is
amazing.
one of the best cigars for coffee for sure.
Had a little issues with this Lampert, but corrected itself, and really, really good. I was really excited to smoke this.
I am now back into last year.
I've smoked a Papas Fritas before. I've smoked a Nasty Fritas as well. Both of those were pretty good. They were really hard to find for a while, and I don't know if they still are.
Yeah, Black Forest. Didn't you like that party bottle? You posted about something that sounded like it blew your socks away, but I don't remember which one it was. It was recent. It was a recent Villiger, I think. You said something like you were sleeping on Villiger, but this changed your... I think Villiger is an absolutely underrated factory and manufacturer. I
agree. We got something special coming out in February with Villiger. I think
it was Black Forest.
May have done a little sneak peek on Instagram the other day, so stay tuned for that one. That one's really exciting. That one's really good. And their new Nicaragua factory, I think Sam had some issues the other day with his, but coming out of their new Nicaragua factory, I think probably the first special cigar they've done out of their new factory. And first to do it, we had the first to have their Villiger de Nicaragua as well.
Yeah, they're definitely slept on. I think just people associate them with, but even their factory made shit's fucking unreal.
Yeah, those factory smokes are insane.
The little like 4-inchers, and you can light them on either end, and they make a Maduro.
I remember when you guys went there in 2021, and you came back talking about amazing those factory smokes were, and I was like, I don't want to smoke a machine rolled cigar, and you're like, dude, just shut up smoking. I think I smoked the Maduro, and I was like, oh my god.
I know, it's crazy. Hector gave us like 900 cartons, and they're pretty badass. Every carton has 5, and for a machine-made cigar, I mean, short filler, but
good tobacco makes good cigars.
If that's all that I had, then sure.
Yeah, I mean, I've smoked them when it's super cold and everything like that.
I mean, that craps on Black and Milds and
oh god, yeah,
whatever the cigars you can get in the gas stations.
Cubas.
I mean,
just give you a little PTSD.
There's no way. Yeah, I'd smoke the cartons over Cuba by any day.
And Villiger Miami, probably was that my number? Yeah, that was my number 1 rated cigar last year. So.
Oh yeah, I saw the crazy shit going on with Texas, Sir Josh.
Ice for the third straight day.
Also, since you're in Texas, have you seen any of the Old Forester King Ranch out your way? I've seen posts that people. I mean, it's like going into the store and getting makers, like in Texas at least.
Yeah, Craig, anything Drew Estate puts out is always going to have just insane smoke output. I don't think I've ever had a cigar from them that wasn't just puffing clouds.
Interesting. Well, they released it a couple months ago. It might be all bought up. But
another budget bourbon, and I say this as not a sipper, but a mixer, is Very Old Barton. I love VOB 90 or 100 proof. I think 100 proof's only in Kentucky or in select places. But that is I did a blind with that and Weller Special Reserve, and it beat out Weller Special Reserve for me.
So, I mean, if we're doing $50, which...
Yeah, that's why I put it at 35. I think 50 was...
Well, I mean, if it is 50, then 4 Roses single barrel all freaking day.
Yeah.
It's like maybe 55, but...
I haven't found I was collecting as many recipes of 4 Roses as I could, and I have not found a 4 Roses single barrel store pick in a long time.
Really?
I'm in Alabama, but anytime I go into Georgia, I look, and I can't say the last time I was able to buy a bottle of 4 Roses that I didn't have the recipe.
Last week, and it's good. It's very good. I have another that's better, but I've got last year's South Carolina pick and this year's, and this year's is better. But I always like getting those if I can find them, of course. But we did back to back, just plain Jane 4 Roses off the shelf versus their small batch select. That's $15 more.
Yeah,
makes no sense to me.
Well, they just updated their labels, so maybe it'll make the juice taste better.
I mean, small batch select was not good.
I haven't tried that yet, but yeah,
I mean,
because of the price,
for
I'm like,
$65, where I can go get a single barrel for
exactly,
50.
exactly why I haven't
I
bought it.
just don't understand it.
Yep.
Yeah, we did a blind, and I'm like, I mean, I easily could call it out because it was not for me.
Yeah, Will, any turkey to me, I mean, Turkey 101 is just killer. You can't beat it for the price, the consistency. I'll drink that mix, or I'll drink it even just neat or on ice, and it's
rare
always,
breed. Rare breed is amazing too, but it's always like in the 60s for me.
Yeah, I have a bottle that I've been sipping on. I want to try the rare breed rye. I've heard nothing but really good things about that.
Yeah, I don't know why I haven't bought it. Well, because I'm not a big rye guy, I guess. But
early times, is that one that you don't like? I'm trying to remember.
Well, I don't like it because Alec likes it. So
it's one of those. Got it.
Yeah, which makes complete sense, and it's
for sure.
Yeah, I don't like it because he's obsessed with it.
But I have heard good things about it as far as a bang for the buck under 30. But yeah, I've moved away from mix. Like for me, budget bourbon tends to be mixer, and specifically with like Diet Coke or something like that. But I don't. Do you have are your budget bourbons neat?
Yeah, I don't mix any bourbon.
Gotcha.
I don't make any cocktails with bourbon, I should say. I mean, honestly, like Old Grandad is probably my cheapest bourbon, and I'll drink it neat for sure. Yep. No problem whatsoever. I'm not a big bourbon cocktail guy.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, for under 35, if I had to make a single selection that I'd be happy with the rest of my life, would be ASW Fiddler.
Yeah, you're right at 35.
Yeah,
you're a big fan of that.
And
if it was bottled in bond, that would probably be a daily driver. Elijah Craig
Bob, I did see that one as well. The blackened whiskey. I've never had either of those. I think they did one with Metallica. With the one that you're referring to, I believe is with Metallica.
I've seen so many blinds. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof just crushes. I've got 4 or 5 now, and I just you can't beat them. Granted, there are a couple. I've got 2 out of the 4 I don't love compared to the other 2. The 2 are unreal. When we bottled our own up there, it's like 132 proof, I think. That's my favorite by far.
Do you remember the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof B518 that I sent you? I think it was probably back in 2021 for a Griffin Dave blind.
No.
It was y'all's favorite for that blind, and I still have just a nip left because I've bought the last Elijah Craig I bought was 2019, and it just wasn't anywhere near as good. Hey, Sam's back. Welcome back.
Jason was doing a blind the other day and had Bowman in there with $1,400 bottle. And Elijah Craig, whichever batch it was, 520 or whatever, came in first. I mean, it's
good juice.
You can't beat it. I do not like toasted.
I've got a bottle. I don't mind it.
It's trash.
Maybe that's a little too harsh of a judgment, but
I'll dump it out right now.
I know you would. Melinda, I don't like it. Flavored bourbon. I don't think I've had. Like, I've had finished bourbon and I've had flavored whiskey. Do you have any examples of flavored bourbon? And William's spot on bourbon flavored bourbon.
Yeah, toasted blows. Toasted absolutely blows.
Yeah, I need to find a new release of Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. If I see it under 125, I'm probably not buying it. But anything over that, I would be willing to pick up.
I get confused. I mean, I'm not that knowledgeable. I can't keep batches straight and year releases, and God only knows if I see a barrel proof on the shelf,
probably buying it.
I would assume it's from this year, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, the B 520 would be a 2020 release.
Yeah.
So that's all you need to know.
I've never even heard of blackberry flavored.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So whiskey. Yeah, my father-in-law ended up over Christmas getting a advent calendar for flavored whiskeys, and we were drinking some of those. Some of them weren't bad. We had like an apple flavored whiskey, which reminded me of like moonshine. There was like peach, which was pretty good. I could drink with like tea. Obviously, like screwball peanut butter flavored whiskeys are all over the place.
Ugh.
There he is. You must have shown a leg, a knee, a thigh. Told
Steve,
you as soon as you showed it, he'd pop in. Now you
Steve,
got
get the
to.
hell out of here. You're 51 minutes late. That's freaking pathetic.
I'm telling you, he was waiting for you to throw the leg up on the table. He'll be here.
No. You come to this 51 minutes late. You're not getting anything.
Heartbroken.
I'm not even going to acknowledge.
Heartbroken.
I like fire whiskey, Tennessee Fire. I hadn't heard of that one either.
Interesting.
Fire.
I just finished up a few weeks ago. It was the Wild Turkey honey, but it was with aged in with some type of pepper. Why the name of the spicy pepper is eluding me.
You know what? I have had flavored whiskey. I've had Jack Daniel's Apple, which in a mule is very good.
Oh yeah,
it is a horrible hangover, but yeah, okay. Tennessee. Okay, yeah.
Not a huge fan of
I've
Bird
had
Dog.
Jack Apple with ginger beer and a lime, and that's solid. But
Ghost pepper is what I'm trying to remember. It's their Wild Turkey honey, but it's infused with ghost pepper chilies, which was really good as a shot.
I've never heard of that either. Wow.
Yeah, I bought it when I was there in 2019 at the distillery. Bird Dog has a ton of. I remember when Bird Dog I first was introduced, and I grabbed their normal stuff, and now I feel like they're nothing but flavored.
Ugh. Jim Beam honey is solid. Hadn't had it. There's just like cigars. There's so much to drink out there.
What is when you came back? And I forget when it was. It was in 2022. You and Meg were drinking it. And was it like a black pepper bourbon or something that you guys were making in a mixed drink or something?
It was Clark. The cocktail bar downtown Lancaster you and I spoke about.
Oh, that's right. You were up in Pennsylvania.
Damn it.
I've still been on the lookout for it.
Anyway, you can only get this. Well, I'm sure there's other peppered bourbons, but yeah, we got them. We were drinking. God, we got slobbered drinking these black pepper whiskey with.
God, what was that recipe? I mean, you talked about it for a solid few days.
I
don't
remember. Proof? No, not proof. The other one. I think it's like 2 words, maybe. Anyway, it's black pepper whiskey. Yeah, fuck, I don't remember. I'm just going in circles at this point. San Antonio.
Mr. Paint, welcome. Will, yeah, I've really wanted to try the Bellmead honey. I know they just recently changed it to
shot and bottle. Thank you. Yep. Thistlefinch. That's it. That's exactly it. I'd love to get another bottle because we're out. Shit's amazing.
Yeah, you talked. I mean, was it like a? It was like a mule, right? Now. Oh, Bill Payne, welcome.
Bill Payne, thanks for showing up right on time, buddy.
No, surprising, y'all.
Yeah, I'll come prepared. I'll have to find out what the hell the recipe is because it's solid. Crown Royal salted caramel. I cannot say I will ever try that in my life.
I think that's the one that people go nuts for. I've got a bottle of Crown Apple for flavored shots.
Yeah, they're Finch. It's a cool place. We had their rehearsal dinner there, and oh god, drinking cocktails for 3 hours was.
That'll do it to you. Did you drink more there or when we were in Mexico?
There. I paced myself. I paced myself in Mexico.
I'm glad someone did.
I didn't want to be stumbling into the cartel and get.
I did.
Yeah.
You didn't want to get on a random bus not knowing where you were going?
Yeah, I'll go to. Yeah. No thanks.
Best decision I've made in my life. But Bill, we are. I don't know if you are asking what's going on or why the hell we're doing a live, but we're doing a new live box drop live show at the end of each month, tentatively at the end of on a Thursday each month, where we just hang out, smoke a cigar from your box that month, and just kick back. We miss doing these live shows.
I was telling Pew this the other day. It's like drinking like 3 or 4 beers now. It's like amplified. We're drinking 4 or 5 White Claws. I'm like, it takes a toll on me so much more so than when I was in college.
The next day it does, but I still
yeah. That's what I mean.
Yeah, in the moment I still drink like I'm 21 again. I mean, I can crush.
I purposefully just try not to anymore.
No, I love it. Josh, what was the cigar that you had? What cigar was your aha moment? For me, it was the Jericho Hill 12 Honest Men. That was the first cigar that I picked out distinguished tasting notes. It was like clove and anise, if I recall. And I was like, oh, wow, it wasn't just straight tobacco at that point.
I don't think I had one.
Really? Wasn't Cuba
definitely was not that.
Ron Mexico or whatever?
After Cuba, I think I was absolutely clueless. But I was thinking, what's this cigar with the parrot on it? That's always like...
Yeah, it's like San Cristobal?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I always migrated to that because I was like, oh, cool, parrot. But...
Cool parrot.
It was probably, honestly, until I started getting into CigarClub. Like...
Yeah.
I had no idea. All these brands that... White Claw, yuck. Oh, White Claw's the claws of all... There's no laws with the claws.
Ola Seltzer, that we drank in Mexico were the only seltzers that I've actually enjoyed. And Steve, if you're in Tijuana, I'm pretty sure you don't need to be drunk to end up at a donkey show. And no matter what, you will be scarred for life.
I don't think you could pay me to go to Tijuana.
I don't think you could pay me to go to Tijuana either.
Yeah. No, thanks. Folks, we're closing this down in 3 minutes. Well, I'm closing it down. You can stay on and talk to you all night.
No, I gotta eat, and then I gotta head over to an Aganorsa event. So I have to get my
last minute comments, questions, concerns, compliments. Giveaway time, allegedly.
Should have thought of one
for Bob Moore. Sandy, were you in Tijuana? Is TJ Tijuana? Yeah.
He was in the Navy. Probably was ported up there.
Shit. We watched, not related to Tijuana whatsoever, but I just remembered it. We watched Sicario. Have you heard of that? It's a movie.
Such a goddamn good movie.
Oh my god!
And Sicario too.
There's 2 of them.
Yeah.
We watched them back to back. It's like 4 hours of movies one night.
That border scene when they get out of the car, that reminded me of Heat.
Sicario, phenomenal movie.
So good.
No, pineapple blows. Black cherry all the way. Mr.
Paint.
San Diego for 4 years. Oh.
All right, quick. I don't have a giveaway. What do you want to give away, Griff? I got nothing in my head.
We'll give away this Midwinter's Night Tram.
Yeah, you wish. They wish.
Let's give away... I didn't realize... Wow, take the trolley from the base to the border and walk across. That's crazy.
Jesus. I think this actually shuts down at 1 hour, doesn't it? I don't know. We're going to find out. Let's do a 5-pack of typewriter.
5-pack of typewriter.
Ramsey, pick a winner.
Wait, what did they have to do?
He's just picking a damn winner. They chatted. That's all I need.
Ramsey, can you do a raffle thing?
It takes too long.
Okay.
Only the Master Pew would have had that queued up in the background, names entered for every time they commented. Yep, see, there it is. Spin the wheel, just flick the chat and pick a winner. Do it up and down.
Why should we pick you?
Now he's just throwing up.
Steve, you're not winning. I'll tell you that much right now.
Is Craig the winner? Is that your winner, Ramsey? Craig wins. Congratulations, Craig. You're the winner of a 5-pack of typewriter.
Hey, Dustin, how are you?
Shoot me an email, P-U-G-H, at cigarclub.com, and shoot me your address, and I will get you out a 5-pack of typewriter tomorrow.
All right, folks, we'll be doing this monthly.
Ooh, Mr. Paint's trying to get me to select him as the winner. Hell yeah, they will.
Until
Craig,
next
shoot me
month,
that email.
although we'll
Until
be
next
doing
month?
it this month. So
Yeah, it'll be February.
2 in 1 month, I suppose.
Hey, why not?
Awesome. Well, folks, enjoy the weekend.
It was great seeing everyone. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Happy smoking. Until next time, everyone. Great chatting with everyone.
Peace.
Cheers.